My guest here on We Connect today is Mr. Madhu Mathan. He's a Deputy General Manager for Sales and Marketing of Air India, looks after the whole of the southern part of the country. So now, we were talking about airlines and maybe getting more airlines. Do you see us getting more of the major airlines, the legacy airlines is what you were saying? Do you see that actually getting bigger and bigger here in this country?
Yes. See, there is enough space for both the legacy carriers, the big carriers, as well as the budget carriers to grow. India is a huge country growing at a rapid pace. In terms of economic growth, India is now poised to overtake Japan, Germany, UK, France, Italy, and finally emerge as the third largest economy in the world by 2050. This has been predicted by Goldman Sachs and it's on the cards. So with this kind of rapid pace of growth, there is enough market for both the big carriers and the budget carriers to coexist.
But I am concerned about when expansion occurs, then sometimes service levels drop. How is it possible to actually maintain that?
See, one thing is there, while I mentioned this, it's a survival of the fittest. You may recall that in the early 90s, we had a spate of new airlines starting. Yes. We had East West, yes, Damania, right. Modi Luft, NEPC. Now, where are those names now?
No, non-existent.
Non-existent. So, it is the survival of the fittest. The airlines must be on their toes to understand the consumers and customers' changing needs and adapt to those changing needs.
But as Indians, are we good passengers, bad passengers, grouchy passengers, complaining passengers? What do you think?
Like they say, the argumentative Indian. But it's good. The Indian...
Demanding Indian,
yes.
But what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. Because unless the customer demands something, the airline will not be, encouraged to change and understand the customer's needs and tailor the product to suit the customer's needs. So this is what is happening in the market today. See, India is on a fast, steep learning curve. Now these budget carriers and all have come to the West a couple of years back. And India is following suit. And the fastest growing aviation market in the world, both for budget carriers and for the legacy carriers, is in India.
Right. Now, you have been in the industry for 19 years. I was just wondering, what changes have you had within your own career in terms of the way you market an airline?
There's been a dramatic transformation. See, when I joined, I remember we used to inspect these travel agencies to appoint them. One of the most important things that was required for the travel agency was a safe and a grill for the window.
Because to keep the tickets and to keep the money, right? Ticket stock, right?
Today there's no ticket stock. It's all electronic tickets.
Yeah.
So you don't get piles of cash. Yeah. Almost everybody comes and swipes the card or gives a check. So the cash box is not so important, nor is the grill important. So from that we have come to a stage where what is important is how the product is displayed on the online portal.
That's very
How easy is it to navigate through that portal and book your ticket?
So do airlines actually pay attention to that?
Airlines do pay attention. Every airline is investing a lot of money in developing its own website, number one. But more importantly, the passengers, rather than go to the airline's website, they like to go to the portals because it gives you every airline's fare, not a particular airline's fare.
It's a good place to shop, I suppose, for an
Absolutely.
airline
It's a good place to do your armchair shopping in the comfort of your house. Not only that, today you can even print your boarding card sitting in your house.
So then, why do I need somebody like a Deputy General Manager for Sales and Marketing then? Because I can still sit at home. What do I need you then?
Are you saying that I am now defunct?
No, I'm not at all. Absolutely. I'm just thinking about your role, really.
My role, or a marketeer's, airline marketeer's role is all the more important to keep a close ear to the market because the changes are so fast, so rapid that you can't waste even a second in responding to these changes. All this what I'm saying is today, but as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow I may have to unlearn all this and relearn new things. That is what an airline marketing.
Right. Where do you see your own career take you in terms of marketing? Do you see yourself learning, as you're saying, relearning, you're not necessarily reinventing the wheel, but actually progressing in that direction?
Yes, I find tremendous potential in the years to come and very good career prospects for everybody, even for a newcomer in the airline. It's a tremendous, like somebody said, in the airline industry, you will not be questioned for what you do, you will only be questioned for what you fail to do. That means the sky is limit.
What does that mean?
It means that you have so much of scope for innovation, so much of scope to find out new ways of satisfying the customer. All that you need to do is you should never fail the customer. Do whatever you want for the customer.
Right.
So you'll never be questioned for what you did. You'll only be questioned for what you failed to do.
Okay. Now, when you have young people who are joining the industry now, as we sit here, people who are joining, say your own marketing team, for instance, would you actually expect them to be really tech savvy and be able to actually, go into the company's webpage, put stuff there, teach people or show, look for easier ways to navigate for customers, etc. Is that something you would expect?
Yes, they need to be tech savvy. Secondly, they need to have good communication ability.
Why? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
Why? They are not really interacting face to face with the passenger? Or
No.
are you talking about the web page itself?
The web page, I'm talking in terms of the web page.
Yes.
What you communicate to the passenger, it should be user friendly, and the USP, your unique selling proposition, must be clear to the customer so that he chooses your product. And the third quality, apart from being tech savvy and being a good communicator, is an airline marketer should be innovative. Innovation is the key. As they say, innovate or perish. That is the mantra now in aviation.
Right. Well, I hope that you will innovate and definitely not perish. May your tribe increase. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
indeed.
much.
Thank you for your time today. And that's all we have time for here on WeConnect. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget to watch our show on Friday night at 9:30. You take care. Bye for now.